Hello guys and welcome to Cricket Caviar. It's the eve of an India-Pakistan match. Pratik, are you excited for the big encounter?
भाई वेरी एक्साइटेड लाइक लास्ट टाइम जब 50-50 ओवर एशिया कप का वर्ल्ड कप आई मीन जब हुआ था इंडिया पाकिस्तान का कॉन्टेस्ट तो वी न्यू इंडियन टीम वाज वेरी वेरी अप उनका लेवल ही अलग था अभी दे सीम वेरी मच बैलेंस्ड मे बी पाकिस्तान इज स्लाइटली हेड सो इट्स इवन मोर एक्साइटिंग
Yeah, let me talk about India a little bit. मुझे क्या लगता है जो भी अभी स्क्वाड सिलेक्ट हुआ है, I don't have a good feeling. I don't have a good feeling because I'll tell you why. So they have experiment experimented mindlessly. They've experimented a lot. They still went back after so much of experimentation and instability. They still went back to those guys. I mean, Shreyas Iyer, he's a gem. He's one of the best ODI players. But they still went back to, KL Rahul, and he's still not fit. And you are now forced to play Ishan Kishan in the middle order. Probably that's what the news is coming, that Ishan Kishan is going to play in the middle order. And that is after you abandoned Ishan Kishan from the middle order altogether. You totally abandoned him in the series where Shubman Gill hit a 200. It was, I think, versus New Zealand earlier in the year. You started your preparation in 2023 for a World Cup in 2023. You ignored the pure stats of Sanju Samson as a keeper, and you are sticking with KL Rahul, and now you don't have KL Rahul for the first two games. You're not sure whether KL Rahul is going to get game time enough for this World Cup.
बिफोर द
I
वर्ल्ड
mean,
कप
it's all a mess, to be honest, and you just don't have options because all your experimentations you didn't trust. You didn't experiment enough in 2022, and now you experimented too
यू
much, and now
वांट
it's
टू डू इट इन
all a
द
mess.
लास्ट ईयर या
Yeah, it's all a mess. So, and
but
and
I
let's one more thing, Pratik, before I finish my rant, one more thing. The confusion with Chahal, the confusion with Ashwin is just baffling. अगर अश्विन T20 वर्ल्ड कप 2022 का पार्ट हो सकता है तो देर इज एब्सोल्युटली 110% चांस कि वो ओडीआई वर्ल्ड कप 2023 का पार्ट हो सकता है जब आपके 11 में इतने सारे लेफ्ट हैंडर्स हैं, स्पेशली श्रीलंका 11 और बांग्लादेश 11,
ऑस्ट्रेलिया
यहाँ पे लेफ्ट हैंडर्स भरे हुए हैं, ऑस्ट्रेलिया ऑब्वियसली, and you don't have Ashwin now. You again ignored Chahal after all the criticism of World Cup T20 2022 that Chahal should have been playing. Again, you played him all the bilaterals and you just threw him away under the bus when it comes to the crunch moment. And the same you did with Sanju Samson, the same for many other players, I guess. But and you pick a debutant out of nowhere, Tilak Verma, who has not played an ODI, and you just do it for some obsession with matchups. You don't have any stats. You don't have any background. You could have picked Yashasvi Jaiswal, who had a tremendous the other trophy
वेस्ट इंडीज
one day list A career, but you didn't pick him.
या
So it's just a random selection of Team India. It's a randomly selected. It's a traditionalist and random approach, which is very bad. It's not a हम लोग ऐसा नहीं है कि we are breaking the ground. We are making some revolutionary changes like England are doing. We are not doing anything revolutionary. We are just
या
stuck back in a time and doing random things. That's it. Now
या
I leave the floor open to you, Pratik.
No, very, very fair points. Like, no logic if you're selecting Ravi Ashwin for T20 World Cup, but not 50 over World Cup. Same with Jaiswal. He played better than Gill in the West Indies tour, and he's nowhere near the squads now. I think we all know the 11, what is going to be. Unfortunately, Samson will miss, but ideally, he should have been shown confidence like, okay, you are a proper wicketkeeper batsman. You should be playing in that middle order. You also played middle order. So, Ishan Kishan ko unnecessary. कहीं ना
ईशान
कहीं
को
drag
they
किया.
just took it because he is a
But
lefty.
what I feel, whatever be the situation we have now, we all know the 11. I think three spinners should play. So no Shardul, unfortunately. Aksar should play. But I feel Ishan Kishan should be used as a floater. So for Park game, I mostly see him play at number three. I want to play him at number three because I'm pretty sure in the
Number
first 5 overs
three.
we'll lose a wicket.
No,
I'm pretty sure we're going to lose a wicket in the first 5 overs. And then I don't want to expose my Virat Kohli, who becomes the most important player in this side against Pakistan on a slowish track. So I don't want to expose my Virat Kohli under first 5 overs. And that's why my Ishan Kishan would be number three for this match. Every other match, he should be played at number five.
Actually, Ishan
And
Kishan did
again,
get a 90 at number 3, but Team India again didn't follow up that experiment also. That is also one of the experiments they did not follow up with, and they finally ended up now with KL Rahul, who is a suspect. Anyway, Vishnu, I would like to get your views
bro,
on.
just the last funny comment. I
Yeah.
think Irfan Pathan at number 3 will be better than Ishan Kishan at number 3. Yeah, they were days.
Yeah.
Yeah, think I think the captain doesn't have a voice in the selection, I feel. Maybe Rohit doesn't have as logical thinking कि क्या चाहिए उसे टीम में क्या strategy चाहिए. I don't think उसको उतना planning आता है.
Hmm.
Because Dhoni, he used to pursue with Jadeja, man, even though he knows that he will be a match winner one day. And because of
Hmm.
Dhoni, Jadeja is playing.
Jadeja played all those T20 World Cups and people were
Yeah,
against him actually.
and
Hmm.
yeah, he was getting so scrutiny from all the journalists and all, but he never stopped. But
So,
end of the day, he gave that 2019 innings was the reward to Dhoni, I felt.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then here, I don't think Rohit Sharma has any strategy. He doesn't have a go-to player. He doesn't have the in his mind. He doesn't know which is the best bowling lineup. If he has in mind, he wouldn't have selected Shami. I felt the team
Hmm.
because
That's a good
without
point.
any without any match fitness or gameplay, he was directly into the selection. अरे ऐसे कौन देता है यार? At least he should have played in West Indies, man. He's not like uh, a legendary bowler that you should be giving him rest or something. And
Hmm.
then yeah, Akshar, I feel he will play uh, with his batting, and obviously Ashika doesn't like the matchups with lefty.
But
And
Vishnu, you made a sorry to interrupt, but you made a very valid point that day when we were previewing. Our preview actually got 1,000 views. Just wanted our viewers to know that we also had a squad comparison between India and Pakistan. And you made a very important point there that Akshar Patel should probably play in place of Shami. And when we look at India's squad, I think that is the most important decision that Rohit Sharma has to make. That is Akshar Patel और शार्दुल ठाकुर टू प्ले इंस्टेड ऑफ शामी एंड
mm,
मुझे क्या लग रहा है अभी कि इतना ब्रेन फेड हो जाएगा ये लोग का एंड में कि लास्ट में यू नो लाइक someone made a very interesting comment that India may drop Siraj also. And just to accommodate Shami, they may actually drop Siraj, who is the number
Very
one
risky.
ODI bowler, just like they dropped Ashwin, the number one test bowler in the World Test Championship final. You may see a similar thing happening. It defies
Who knows, they
logics.
might try Tilak Verma as opener instead of Gill now down the line.
I hope they learn their mistakes, man. This is not the time to get paid, man.
Yeah, I
Seriously,
mean
man. We had
there has
enough of
not been
this.
any scientific approach like normally you go with a high performer and a high potential, you go with some kind of mix, but in this Indian team somehow I don't see except for Shreyas Iyer and except for Shreyas Iyer I don't see anyone, and Virat Kohli obviously I don't see anyone as a high performer in ODIs, and certainly I don't see anyone in this lineup as a high potential candidate. So
Yeah, one person who performed really well single-handedly against South African bilateral series was Samson, man, recent times. And
hmm,
he was not even getting picked.
hmm,
Yeah, but
I'm I'm particularly worried of seeing Sri Lankan pitches lately. Like it has been very difficult to bat there, and India is not like our
hmm,
main players did not bat in West Indies much, right? So I'm kind of worried. Pakistan had some very good practice just before this big clash.
hmm,
And yesterday, if you remember yesterday match in Palikali, like both teams were struggling while batting.
hmm,
So we can also get 160 all out if we don't play properly. And that's why I don't
yeah,
want my Virat Kohli to just go and face the Shaheen in the first or second over. I know an opening wicket is very likely to fall quickly,
hmm,
and that's why I need to shield Virat Kohli for this match. Like if he ideally should come to bat after 10 over and stay till 40th
man,
over
it
maybe.
will be a very big task
hmm.
for Virat, man, without any game fitness, man, to play these fast bowlers. It's really hard.
Hmm.
It will be a very big challenging thing for top order.
And Nawaz also bowled well in his last match. So Nawaz and Shadab will also test our batting.
But there was a very good point made by Devanshu, I think, in the group that what if Ishan Kishan succeeds in the middle order tomorrow? So
So
we may actually see him continue to play even if Kale is fit, and suppose he
that
has
will
a
be huge.
yeah. But I am still sure like Kale will find his way back. He's like a
Yeah,
snake
surely.
who finds his hole in the night. He can find it the place in the Indian team with closed eyes. I'm quite sure about that.
KL
But
can be
still,
back. Other many players should be scared. KL can be back with in Ishan's place or Gill's place. You never know.
yeah. And
Or Ayer's place. Maybe they'll be like, no, Ishan and KL, you both play. Ayer is not
Iyer
performing.
can't be touched, Pratik.
yeah, yeah.
Iyer can't
Iyer
be
cannot
touched.
be touched. He's been the ODI best
He's proved
player
himself.
since
Mm,
last. But yeah, Pratik, you never know with our non-scientific and
no,
random approach
yeah,
with no rationalism. Anything can happen at any random moment.
Dravid
So
was actually justifying that those experiments were not just for the sake of experimentation.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
yeah,
That's
let's
all he could
कुछ
say.
भी बोलता है.
अच्छा लेट्स टॉक अबाउट इंडियन टीम के बारे में बहुत हो गया थोड़ा पाकिस्तान के बारे में
Yeah,
बात करते हैं
Pakistan.
बहुत मजा आ रहा है मैन बाबर इज रियली गट्सिंग इट आउट एंड ऑन टफ पिचेस आई मीन he got back to back tough pitches he has played very maturely and exactly how an ODI knock should be constructed and built upon matlab Babar is having that knowledge now on Sri Lankan pitches, not just on Sri Lankan pitches, even in
Yeah.
Pakistan pitches. He's having Asian pitches. He's having that knowledge
Mm,
ki I can explode at the end. And the cover drive six on Lamichhane and the way he exploded, he actually hit a one-handed six. I don't know if
He
you
hit
saw
big
the
sixes
highlights
too.
against
So
Nepal.
he just exploded like Virat Kohli actually. If you see, he
Hmm.
scored his first 1572 balls the other day. And the
Hmm.
next 100 runs he scored in only 57 balls. So he exploded just like the greats of ODI cricket like AB de Villiers and Virat Kohli. So,
Hmm.
and
yeah.
he's not afraid to, as you said, he's not afraid to spend time at the crease in the beginning. He knows
And
like he can see that through and then he can
hmm.
explode. So yeah, there's some very dangerous signs there.
Which is actually considered his weakness. Like exploding at
Mm,
the death overs is considered Babar's weakness,
yeah,
and that's
Yes,
how Kohli fans proved Kohli better than Babar.
it's
Like
superior.
Kohli
Yeah.
can hit those sixes, but Babar cannot. But now he's actually proving, and he's not very selfish. Like you can see, he gave the strike to Iftikhar at the end because he always knew that Iftikhar Ahmed is
Is
the
more dangerous.
so like people accuse him of selfishness in T20 cricket, but in ODI we see a very different बाबर मतलब बहुत अलग दिखता है और उसको एग्जैक्टली पता है क्या करना है टू बिल्ड एन ओडीआई नॉक सो दैट इज आल्सो वेरी
yeah.
And I
इंपॉर्टेंट
But
remember one
is
South Africa
I
tour,
want to
Babar
ask you a
versus
question, man. Against Nepal falling, top order falling like that, is it a concern for Pakistan?
नेपाल टॉप ऑर्डर
I mean, Pakistan का top order निकाल दिया था ना, when they were playing.
yeah,
but
they were
but but
25 for 2. I think.
they were 128 for 4 but I don't
And
see
also one more thing, I saw somewhere that there was a catch miss of Babar around
yes
70
yes
scorecard में.
56
If it, yeah,
Babar was dropped on 56 and there were some silly runouts like Rizwan ka
mm,
Two
runout and
runouts actually. Two
हाँ
runouts were.
इमाम एंड रिजवान बोथ गॉट रन आउट एक्चुअली
Hmm.
अगर मतलब वो दो रन आउट को वी कैन इग्नोर लाइक इट विल नॉट हैपन बट या पाकिस्तान वेर एक्चुअली अंडर प्रेशर टू रोटेट स्ट्राइक बिकॉज
mm,
अफगानिस्तान में दे रोटेटेड स्ट्राइक वेरी लेस बहुत कम रोटेशन किया स्ट्राइक का तो इस बार थोड़ा प्रेशर था कि भाई रोटेट करो उसी चक्कर में इमाम एंड रिजवान बोथ गॉट रन आउट बट इट्स
Yeah.
ओके आई मीन दैट कैन हैपन to any team. I don't read much into it. Obviously, Babar catch drop was a big moment because
big
Pakistan would have
moment,
been
man.
128 for
Seriously.
5 against
Mm,
Nepal,
Yeah.
and Shadab would have probably saved them still, or
still,
with Iftikhar. But yeah, it's ifs and
I
buts,
think
and
ideally that's
ultimately,
what we want. We want Babar to play 40 of 70 and then Kuldeep should get him out. ताकि थोड़ा रन रेट भी लो करके जाए ऐसा कुछ हो जाए तो बढ़िया रहेगा.
yeah,
वो
it will be
KL
challenging
करेगा
for
फिर.
them to take the singles, yeah, in this Asia Cup. That way they have to try and restrict them
Yeah.
to play those dots.
Hmm.
And one more thing is कि Pakistan team is such a way that either top order fails or the middle order. So one of
Yeah.
them is clicking. That is the good point for them. One of the top order batsmen is playing good long innings.
And not to forget the strongest lower middle order.
Yeah,
Nawaz, Sadab,
true.
Chachu,
Yeah,
and
they are
each
the ones
time
who are
and
coming and
nothing can throw
winning
their bat
games for
very well.
them. So they have
Hmm.
so many positives, less negatives. For us, it's like so many. Actually, we are not even having a clue कि our batting lineup कैसे रहेगा, our bowling lineup कैसे रहेगा, and we are so confused until
I mean, even
we.
if we are playing against Ireland or Zimbabwe, if we are 211 for 6, we can never chase 300. They did that in that other match.
Yes, yes,
So,
true.
Hmm. No, before I come to Devanshu, I just want to make one point that that day we saw Kusal Mendis really struggling. Like he was 0 of 17 balls,
14,
and
yeah, 14.
then he got out at 5 of 21. So, you know, I somehow felt that even though he made that very slow start, he somehow helped them because Bangladesh were breathing fire with the ball,
Hmm.
especially Taskin and Shoriful. Shoriful was actually sledging
Letting
Mendes
as well.
को बहुत स्लेज करा था और मतलब कि देव आग उगल रहे थे भाई वो लोग मतलब एंड उसके बाद जैसे मतलब कि स्टेबिलाइज हो गया सदीरा को ने एक दो चौके मारे and ultimately it was Asalanka, one of the best players of spin who got them through against Shakib and Mehdi Hasan. So मुझे लगता है KL should have opened actually in this was the year probably because you don't have Shikhar Dhawan anyway we don't know why that happened also but if Shikhar Dhawan is not there and probably KL would have been the best opener because he starts his T20 innings like an ODI innings so probably he would have been the best fit as an opener for this World Cup. So that is also one point I was wondering. I don't know if
Especially when
you.
Rohit is saying he'll continue to play at a strike rate higher than 110,
Yes,
120. So
yes,
you
yes,
can
yes.
have an other person just defending on the other end.
Yeah. In fact, in
जैसे
that
उनका पार्टनरशिप था सदीरा एंड मेंडिस का 27 रन का पार्टनरशिप बट वेरी वैल्यूबल इन द कॉन्टेक्स्ट ऑफ
very
द गेम.
valuable in the context of a 164 chase. But मैं वही सोचा था कि T20 में रोहित और केएल का स्ट्राइक रेट 85 और 90 था. That is probably the ideal strike rate you need to have in one day
ODI.
cricket. But unfortunately, that pair is now broken up. And Gill, we don't know how he will approach. Like we have seen some good innings from him, but on very very flat pitches. I don't know. We still
Yeah.
don't have the
Yeah, man,
confidence
these were.
in Shubman Gill somehow. मतलब कि
Yeah, man. Seriously, I
But on
don't
the
have
flip
much
side, if Shubman
confidence.
Gill can score a good innings in few good innings in Sri Lanka, then it will give him loads of confidence to do it in
I
India.
think it will be a challenging for him, man,
Very
because
challenging
of
for him
his
actually.
back left and all the slow pitches में उसका उतना नहीं चलता है. So
कब
he
चला है?
has
Like we
to.
don't even remember one instance when he played a very good innings on a slow track.
Yeah, man. That's what the problem with Gill. Hope he learnt his mistakes. Hope ही है हमारे पास अभी कुछ
Yeah,
नहीं है.
you were talking about giving that Jadeja was given extra rope in earlier of his career. So similarly, Gill has potential. We have seen it. So hopefully
Yeah,
utilizing this opportunities.
uh,
true.
so Devanshu bhai, any comments on tomorrow's big match? If you're there, can't see.
यस 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 तो दानिश दानिश का वीडियो में आज उसने बोल दिया, वही मेरा थॉट है कि वी विल गेट द टॉप ऑर्डर विकेट्स लाइक वर्ल्ड कप टिकट्स. वही है.
Okay, we will get. मतलब हम
वी विल
लेंगे right?
गेट, या हाँ
अच्छा
हम लेंगे.
अच्छा मुझे लगा हमारे गिरेंगे.
नहीं नहीं, आई थिंक इंडिया, मुझे मुझे somehow ऐसा ऐसा अंदर से इंस्टिंक्ट आ रहा है कि मतलब इट विल बी अ
हम्म,
वेरी इजी विन इन
हम्म,
ग्रुप मैच फॉर इंडिया.
हम्म.
आई
भाई हम
डोंट नो
लोग के
व्हाई.
थॉट्स तो बहुत अलग है
नहीं could
इस
be
हाँ
मैच
could
को
be.
मतलब
Yeah, yeah.
Could
बिकॉज,
be. Yeah,
बोल्ड प्रेडिक्शन
हाँ
आई वुड से.
because this is considered as bilateral, right? There is no pressure.
हाँ
तो no
हाँ.
हाँ
pressure है तो
एग्जैक्टली
win.
एग्जैक्टली.
या ग्रुप
कि
स्टेज
मैं
एक्चुअली या
मैं
Actually,
केवल ग्रुप स्टेज
2018
का ही
एशिया
बोल रहा
कप
हूँ.
ऐसे ही स्टार्ट हुआ था. इंडिया बोल्ड आउट पाकिस्तान फॉर 150 समथिंग लाइक उस तरह
Yes,
का
या
yes,
बोल रहे
true.
थे.
वेरी वन साइडेड
Yeah,
मैच.
yeah, it was so one-sided the entire cup.
तो इसलिए ही मतलब थोड़ा सा मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि है ना, वो होता है ना कि जितना हाइप रहता है उतना बंद फिर एकदम से वो पुश हो जाता है. तो वो वैसा ही होगा कि इट विल बी सो इजी. और जब हाइप नहीं होगा ना तब पाकिस्तान हरा देगी. तो
अच्छा,
ऐसे
wow, dangerous
Hmm.
prediction.
Yeah, dangerous. So he's basically
Yeah.
saying that 160 all out हम करेंगे पहले and then Virat will easily
no
chase at 50 or
no no
70.
No, he's
no
saying
no
that
no
we'll
no
lose
I
in
am
the
saying
finals. We'll lose in the final or the World Cup. उस टाइम पे
वो तो
हारेंगे.
समझ में आ गया.
मतलब ये छोटे मोटे
my
मैचेस जीतने दे देंगे पाकिस्तान हमें, बट जब
my
हम एक्सपेक्ट नहीं कर रहे होंगे तब वो हरा देंगे हमें. दैट्स
तो
व्हाट आई थिंक ही
अभी
मेंट.
इतना दूर नहीं जाऊंगा. लाइक कल के लिए द प्रेडिक्शन इज दैट आई एम नॉट श्योर कि कैंडी का विकेट कैसा है, बट
कल देखा ना
अगर
आपने बांग्लादेश श्रीलंका वाले मैच में, लाइक
नहीं
लो
मैंने
स्कोरिंग
देखा नहीं
थ्रिलर
था
वो.
वो कैसे.
बट
तो
सेम पिच रहेगा
इट
या
वाज
नहीं पता नहीं. हाँ, वही
हाँ वो
पिच.
भी है.
हाँ.
एंड व्हाट इज द ग्राउंड डायमेंशन? इट्स बिग.
नहीं, ग्राउंड
एंटी का
थोड़ा
पता
बड़ा ही
नहीं
है.
यार.
ग्राउंड डायमेंशन वाज बिगर. यस्टरडे आई डिडंट
Not
सी
as
एनी
big as
सिक्सेस.
Hambantota. Not as big as
ये
Hambantota.
आई थिंक है ना, इट विल बी केक वॉक. इंडिया विल विन बाय 7 विकेट्स और समथिंग. ऐसा ही होगा ज्यादा. वो अगर इंडिया की सेकंड बैटिंग आई तो इट विल बी वेरी इजी विद
वेरी इजी.
ड्यू एंड एवरीथिंग.
Yeah.
हाँ,
Second batting,
वो
it would
मुझे
be
लगता है
easy.
कि उसमें हो जाएगा वो. अगर
आई
फर्स्ट
आई
आई तो आई कैन
ऑल्सो
नॉट से.
I also think whoever chases on this ground, because I don't know बांग्लादेश का कल कितना बड़ा ब्रेन फेड था कि उन्होंने फर्स्ट बैटिंग किया when the rain was also predicted, especially with DLS method getting involved. पता नहीं क्यों
But at the
बांग्लादेश
same
batted
time, even
first.
225 looked like a good score yesterday. Like it could have been a winning score.
It could have been a winning score. Yeah, they were in trouble. Sri Lanka were in trouble and
Yeah.
या मुझे एक ही चीज है, जैसा देवांशु भाई ने पहले भी बोला है, आई थिंक कि शुरू में हमें पाकिस्तानी बॉलर्स को विकेट नहीं देना है. वंस वी आर एबल टू मिल्क देम तो वो भी थोड़ा टायर्ड हो जाते हैं. और शाहीन का एक और चीज है कि वो बहुत इन स्विंगर्स डालता है. एक्चुअली
Yeah.
वो आमिर सोहेल बोल रहा था कि ये आउट स्विंगर ट्राई क्यों नहीं कर रहा. इवन टू नेपालीज बैट्समैन ही वाज जस्ट कंटिन्यूइंग टू बॉल इन
But that is
स्विंगर्स.
deadly. उसका फर्स्ट बॉल रोहित को समझ में भी नहीं आया, जो रोहित पौडेल है उनका कैप्टन, जो हाई
Fast
मतलब
ball in
उनका
swing ही
बट
जितना.
रहेगा उसका.
उसके बाद वो लेग स्टंप के बाहर खड़े हो गए. वो बोले कि तू करते रहे भाई, हम लेग स्टंप के बाहर खड़े हो जाएंगे, और ड्राइव मारना शुरू कर दिया. तो एक्चुअली दिस प्लेड हिम क्वाइट वेल आफ्टर दैट. बट अनफॉर्चुनेटली फिर शादाब आ गया तो दे कुडंट प्ले हिज स्पिन. अदरवाइज दे वर लुकिंग गुड एट वन पॉइंट. आई थिंक दे वर 66
एक पार्टनरशिप
और
हुआ था सोमपाल का एंड समवन का, वो अच्छा
हाँ.
था.
हाँ, राइट राइट राइट
मेरे
राइट.
को
सो
समाव जो मैं मतलब अभी जैसे शिखर ने बोला ना कि पाकिस्तान के टॉप मतलब बॉलिंग पेयर को अगर आप विकेट नहीं दोगे तो इट्स इजी. मैं तो ये बोलूंगा कि 10 ओवर्स में अगर 25 रन भी आ रहे हैं
हाँ
तो इट्स नॉट अ
अच्छा है.
बिग डील, बिकॉज उस केस के अंदर उनको हैरिस राउफ को भी टॉप 10 में बॉलिंग करवानी पड़ेगी, जो वो करवाते नहीं है.
हाँ यस.
तो वो उनका थोड़ा प्लान है ना, पूरा बिगड़ सकता है. अगर 10 ओवर में 25 रन भी आए ना तो ठीक है, कोई प्रॉब्लम की बात नहीं है.
या
वो उनको बस उनका आप 10 ओवर में उनको विकेट मत दो. उनका
इट्स इम्पॉसिबल टू रिकवर इफ यू लूज 3 wickets in the first 10 overs. तो
Yeah.
अगर 25 for 0 और 35 for 1 भी है तो इट्स ओके.
I think that would be the gameplay, man, for these two, Gill and Rohit ka.
Yeah, I think for
And
this one match Rohit does not need to play at a higher strike rate. जब
yeah.
इंडिया में वर्ल्ड कप होगा maybe that will work, but यहाँ पे
But
pitches
it
are
will
not
be
that.
interesting to see how Gill will approach, man. I don't think he would have approached this kind of situation before where he has to come out and defend and take singles. So it
Yeah,
will
I
be
only remember
interesting to
वो
see.
वर्ल्ड टेस्ट चैंपियनशिप फाइनल जो लास्ट वाला था, फर्स्ट वाला, उसमें गिल ने अच्छा स्टैंड किया था रोहित के साथ. That was
Yeah,
tricky conditions, but उसके अलावा I've never seen him play maturely.
never. Yeah,
आई हैव गुड होप्स फ्रॉम श्रेयस अय्यर. आई विल से
Sorry to
कि
lose the
मुझे
match.
श्रेयस अय्यर से कल उम्मीद है. एंड आई एम होपिंग कुलदीप कैन फाइंड सम टर्न एंड बुमराह कैन गेट सम रिदम. इट्स ओके टू लूज दिस मैच. आई गेस इट्स नॉट अ बिग डील इफ वी लूज
Yeah,
दिस मैच.
yeah,
एंड टूर्नामेंट में ऑब्वियसली सुपर फोर्स में प्रोबेबली हमारे लिए वो मस्ट विन रहेगा. एंड इवन नाउ श्रीलंका इज लुकिंग डेंजरस विद पथिराना. So, you know, that will also be interesting. India versus Sri Lanka. Let's not forget it was Sri Lanka who eliminated us in the
yeah,
last
Sri Lanka
Asia
has
Cup.
surely improved, right? Like उनका जो last 7 years से decline चल रहा है, but in the last 2 years they have slightly improved, right? I mean,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
they lost
opening
4 of their main
Mendes
bowlers, but they still competed yesterday and won the
T20s
match.
mein it's because Mendes man, he is giving them very good start, but I don't know about the ODIs how
And
they are
Theekshana has
performing.
really improved. Yesterday he was so lethal. It was amazing to see him.
I was surprised that Thikshana can carry the attack even without Hasaranga, and Pathirana bowled so well. And I think
Sri
कि
Lanka was so
अगर
aggressive to play
चमीरा
Thikshana in the very.
चमीरा और लहीरू कुमार अगर नहीं आए तो ही इनके लिए अच्छा है. इनफैक्ट मुझे तो लगता है वो लोग को नहीं आना चाहिए वापस.
But
इनफैक्ट
Chamira is really fast and accurate. Like he's very good bowler.
I like his aggression, actually.
Yeah.
But he can be like he can concede. He can be like Umran Malik. He can go for a lot of runs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Similar
He's
to
a very good Yorker. But Sri Lanka was so bold. I did not expect Thikshana to open in the 50 over format as well. Like, oh, that's a big thing if a bowler is opening in the 50 over format.
Yeah, true.
And
Okay, guys.
Pathirana just showed all.
I think that's a wrap. Half an hour mark we've reached, and thanks Pratik and Vishnu for joining and for a great preview. Let's hope for an exciting encounter tomorrow, and we'll be watching hopefully together. And let's meet after tomorrow's match. It will be fun to discuss and break down the match.
It will be
So
epic to see a Kohli-Iyer partnership.
I am guessing they will have a 50-run partnership. I'm predicting that. But
That would be
yeah,
good to watch.
if I am predicting for the chasing team to win tomorrow, that is going to happen. Whether it's India or Pakistan, the chasing
I'm
team
also
will.
rooting for Akshar Patel's promotion. जो उसको टेस्ट मैचेस में नहीं मिला, आईपीएल में नहीं दिया उसकी टीम ने. Hopefully इंडिया में उसको प्रमोशन मिले थोड़ा जल्दी आए. 5 or 6.
पहले
Not
उसको खिला
58.
लें फिर प्रमोट करें. पहले तो खिलाना ही मुश्किल लग रहा है. पहले तो प्रमोट तो बहुत दूर की बात हो गई. But ठीक है. Hope Vishnu's combination is played. That's all I'll hope for. So thanks guys. Signing off.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thanks, Devansh.
Bye.